it. Mm, never would have made it without you. I lost it all, but now I see you were there for me. I am stronger, rise up, better, so much better. Now look back, oh, what you brought me through. Now I've got the rest. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, journeymen, this is Hero Journey with Diddy. We are in them streets. Then I will never would have made it. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was just thinking about that song. I was singing it, as y'all know when y'all came on. Um, I'm in them streets. I was thinking about my mother and my father. And Mother's Day just passed, right? And Father's Day is coming around the corner. Now, ironic thing is that Mother's Day is like shortly before my mother's birthday, was on the 12th. After my father's birthday is right around Father's Day. And generally, that's how I remember my father's birthday and my mother's day. Didn't know the exact day. I just kind of knew it was around the same time frame. Sometimes you get one gift, it covers both of them. Say, hey, this happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, happy Father's Day, happy birthday. It was convenient. But I was thinking, never would have made it. You know, God put them in my life, allowed to raise me. Now, and even while I was gone, you're being raised by the memories of what you allowed not to get away with and what you was given. And what I was given is a structured home. Well, was it perfect? No, heck no. Was it all calm and civil? Nope. Was it unstable times? Well, yeah. For somebody looking on the outside looking in, but all I knew that it still was home. It was home. My dad would come, my father would come home late at night because he's working. And my father pastor, but for the most part he still worked doing businesses and who that Itra. My father still was doing stuff at nighttime. We go Mr. Newman. Miss Newman was this Jewish businessman that my father worked with. And we always say he going to Newman's. And he had a warehouse where he had a lot of different merchandise. And my father would actually go to obtain merchandise from Mr. Newman. Didn't know what time. I just know my father came home late. Or so late that we were asleep. It's a head day today. He came so late, but I know he's sleeping. He slept a lot. But he came home. A lot of people don't have that privilege saying that the father came home and you knew that when you woke up daddy was asleep. And you knew that we wake up and you need money for bus fare. Daddy said go in my pants and get the bus fare out the pants. However, he didn't really wake him up because he was sleeping, because he worked late. Worked all the time. And contrary to popular belief, just because a person doesn't work a 9 to 5 doesn't mean the person's not working. I always knew my father worked. And because of what he provided. Now, were the lights always on? Eventually. Sometimes they went off, they came back on. Was the gas always on? Eventually. Sometimes they went off, but it came back on. But what we have, like most people don't have, we had family. And we had each other. And that meant volumes. Looking back and seeing what we had, knowing that some of my cousins didn't have and some of my friends didn't have what I had. And I had it for the time. I had my parents. I'm 50. How old am I? I'm 54. I had my parents for 52 years. 53? No, 52, because my mother died 2 years ago. So, and then my father just passed. But I had my parents. I have memories with my parents. When I was younger, I used to have a delusional point of reference. However, but I did have a point of reference. Thanks to Cosby, he gave an ideal an ideal of a black family, a good ideal to hope for and to have aspirations to become. It just wasn't very realistic to have to do a comparison with your household and Claire and Bill Huxtable. It wasn't. It was not. It wasn't fair to compare your parents with them, and why your dad didn't talk to you like uh, Cliff talked to his kids, and why your mother didn't behave like Claire behaved. Why they didn't come together? It wasn't fair. As a youth, you have to come up, and some people say that the comparison was Father Knows Best. You know, some shows that came on in the late '60s, and that's the comparison of what you think the household should be. But that's not fair. No matter what race, it's not fair to make comparison. Just just love your parents, or love your family for what it is, and love what you have, and pray for errors that need to be worked on. I mean, I always say this: not what happens to you in life. Now, it is what happens to you that can affect you, but it's how you learn how have you learned how to respond to it. That's the true lesson of life. Respond to situations that are not ideal. I didn't say mine was ideal. It's just that mine was all I knew. Now, it has been times that I was like, man, I want to go with my cousins or other people's house that have much freedom. Yeah. what kid don't want to just break all the rules and just do what they want to do? That's the what the Bible says. Foolishness lies in the heart of a child, and the rod of correction drop. Foolishness lies in the heart of a child, and you want to just have fun with no boundaries until you realize those boundaries was needed. How many times I've heard people say that I wish my parent would had parented me instead of trying to become my friend. That's real talk. Now, when 22, 24 years old, when you get older of age, making your own way in life, then you can try to build somewhat of a friendship, a conversation with your child. But in the times of adolescence, you try to raise them to become an asset to the society. You can't afford to become their friend. You can become friends with my kids. Listen, I'm not your friend. I can become friendly. I can become less friendly. It depends on the type of respect that you give me. So that's based on you. But I appreciate my family, my mother, and that I do miss my mom because I can't. Hey, mom, what you think about this? Oh, that's invaluable. And that's like a mother's love. You know, some people are privileged to have a spouse that they can confide in, uh, like that. You really don't want. It's not like your mama though. Some people's mama's not worth it, and spouse will never take the place of your mother. You hope at the very best you hope that your spouse is your friend. I say it's not a deal breaker if your spouse is not your best friend, but you'll hope that your spouse is your friend that you can confide in to a certain extent, and you kind of can let down the walls of being hardened. Because to be a man in society now is work. Be anybody's work, but you have to learn how to work within a society or a situation you're in. And the lesson in itself is to learn how to work. And I'm still learning. You know, I'll be learning till the day I die. As long as I get vertical and move forward, it's always a lesson to be learned, right? You know, it's always a lesson to be learned. So I say it again. I never would have made it. Oh, never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see you were there for me. Yep. God allowed my parents to be in my life to be there for me in situations and in time through prayers and actions to allow me to be the version that I am now. Still hoping to become better, and never bitter. Because I'm better, I can help others that are in situations that I have encountered that tend to influence them to become bitter, and they succumb to that influence instead of becoming better. It's work within itself. Can you overcome that challenge? They become better and not bitter. Ah, this is Dr. D, and we in them streets. Remember this if you remember anything else. Every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward, never look back. Why? Because life is just too short to live. Look in the rearview mirror. It's just too short. Check me out tonight. I think I'm going to try to do a Heroes Update tonight on a Heroes Update. What happened? What happened to Diddy? What happened to Diddy? What's happening to Diddy? Did he do it? Well, we gonna see. We gonna see. That's my live broadcast at 9:30 p.m. But in the meantime, I have much more content on my channel. Got guided meditation. You got in them streets. I have purpose center videos, emotion center videos. Uh, Check me out. Leave a comment down below if you like what I got, or you like to make a suggestion type of video that you like to see, or you like to send me a video like me to get feedback on, to review. It's a hero's journey, inc at gmail.com. It's a hero's journey with Dr. D. We are.